I'm not black. Let me say that again. I am not black, okay? Hear me out. Growing up, my mom absolutely hated when we refer to ourselves as black. She's like, you're not black, you're Nigerian, you're African. I feel like the term someone is black obviously comes from the slave era, but it also just describes displaced people that don't know their heritage. So I feel like people that do know their heritage, to try and curb racism in some way, people are going to be racist. Ignorance is ignorance. You can't. But just to curb racism in a small way, stop referring to yourself as black. You know, if you know where you're from, you're raised in a certain household. You know, Somalians are Somalians, Ethiopians are Ethiopians, Nigerians are Nigerians. Like, if you know where you're from, why refer to yourself as a color? I feel like when we say black, it just sounds so harsh, and like, this is black. I'm brown. You know, I'm Nigerian at the end of the day. Like, that's who I am. That's where I come from. So I understand when you say black British or black American, because you don't know where you're from. You're just a person of color in the city that you're in. Obviously, you still be treated the way you're treated, but just like, I feel like it just, when I hear someone refer to me as black, it just sounds so harsh.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and black Brits, even if they're Nigerian, get on my nerves because they think they special Negroes, especially when they put on this elegant accent, and you should call yourself a color because you're not a color. You should call yourself your ethnicity or your tribe. Like, yo, shut the fuck up. All right. First of all, black is a descriptor. Now, through the enslavement, misplacement, and migration of said people, black people, right? It's an ethnic descriptor. It doesn't. We call ourselves black for short. We're black Americans. So, like, you are Nigerian or British or European, you're a Negropean, but I digress. We're black Americans. We just call ourselves black for short. Black meaning dark American. I would have thought that it was obvious. She's talking about you can't change. She points to her head like we're fucking ignorant. We know exactly what the fuck we're doing. We're not ignorant or stupid. We're calling ourselves dark Americans. Now, we could just call ourselves American. We were first called Negro. We didn't like Negro, so we adopted black and Afro-American and African-American. Now, I don't go with the whole African-American because it wasn't that many motherfuckers from Africa that was brought to America. Maybe to the Americas, but not America. Only 388,000 motherfuckers made it here. The rest of them went to Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, and all the other islands in South America. The British and Dutch did not bring that many Negroes across the Atlantic to America, North America to be exact. So I hope that helps you. Bitch, you need to read a book. Clearly you aren't really proficient in history, or they don't teach y'all our history to y'all. Either way it goes, you sound like you're a D student at best, because she goes on to say that her mom hated when they called themselves black. And then she turns around later and says she doesn't like being referred to. Bitch, you referred to yourself as black. I don't know if your mom put this whole stupid notion in your head, or you let social media or whatever brainwash you or make you feel insecure about your skin complexion. We don't refer to ourselves as a color. Black American is the culture, the subculture within America, because unfortunately the Europeans, white people, they've hijacked the term American. So every other culture that's not dominant has a subculture. Just like if you were Asian, you would be an Asian American. Now, the reason we refer to ourselves as black Americans, like I said, is an ethnic descriptor. It's how we describe ourselves. And because race is signified by skin complexion, very light complexion or very dark complexion, and in between, Asians don't refer to themselves as yellow because it's not a race thing. Race is, in America, the concept of race is only signified by color, not ethnicity. However, we use it as an ethnic signifier and a race category. Clearly, you don't know American history or never read a fucking book, because everybody can go to Amazon and regurgitate the shit I'm telling you. There's books online about this same thing, right? Now, like I said, we discarded being called Negro and ran with black American as opposed to Negro American. I hope that ties up every loose end that she actually mentioned. Aside from the fact that it's these nappy head niggas and bush bitches that go on TikTok making these videos, shit gets very aggro. And the fact that I had to break it down like this, maybe you should just worry about yourself. If you don't like being called black in Britain, I understand. Dang, what the fuck they got to do with us? And why are all these people that's not in America that's black talking about us? Why are we the focal point? You rarely see videos of niggas in America talking about Caribbean black people or Africans, and we don't do that shit. We don't give a fuck. Nobody looks to y'all as the pinnacle of like influence around the world. Everybody wants to be American, black American to be exact. Even the white people here, they hijack our language, our lingo, our slang, our clothing, our culture, our food. Nobody wants to be nothing other than black around the world. Y'all motherfuckers rap. White people here rap like black people. Asians are rapping. I don't see nobody else doing your music around the world. Even though you motherfuckers is trying to rap, y'all sound like Pentium processors. Knock that shit off. Sing something or something. Sound like fucking Tyler or Elton John. Niggas sound like broke ass computers trying to rap. And they have the audacity to go on TikTok, make these stupid videos about us when you emulate everything about us, including the weave that black women here wear. I'm gonna need you to fall the fuck back. In any event, I'm out.